everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for another Downtown Rotary Connects. Today we have a wonderful guest with us. I've been chatting with him for a few minutes and I absolutely am in love with him. Jeff Applegate is here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, I totally appreciate you being here. And I want to mention that he is the owner of Texas Injection Molding. Did I get that right?
You did. You got that correct.
I was practicing it because I thought I would forget it because it's just amazing what you do. We've been chatting here for a few minutes before we started recording. And so give me the scientific breakdown of what you do at Texas Injection Molding.
Okay, well, what we do at Texas Injection Molding is we take the plastic pellets that somebody like Exxon or Chevron Phillips or they call them just plastic pellets, and we take those and we bring them in and we sometimes we dry them and we put them into a machine, and we have a screw that the screw conveys the pellets forward, and it melts the pellets as it goes forward, and then it has the machines inject with hydraulic pressure this melted plastic resin into a mold, and that mold makes parts, and all different parts for all different industries, and so every different day we're making 10 or 12 different parts for 10 or 12 different industries and customers.
But to break all that down into a very, very simple phrase,
right?
You said earlier you are
the plastics guy.
You are the plastics guy. And that's really, really cool because you make so many cool things. Okay, so tell me some of the things that you guys make there at Texas Injection Molding.
Okay, just to give you a kind of a diversity of the parts that we make. We do, you're familiar with an outdoor sports court. Well, those little plastic tiles that they make to make that sports court, we make those tiles. For the construction business, they have shims. We make shims that go in to help level different parts of the construction, walls and doors. And we make parking pavers that allow the water to go through, and you can drive on these with heavy equipment and they won't make ruts. So they're parking pavers. We make knife sharpeners. We make oil field parts for the frac industry and for the completions industry. We make HVAC parts. So if you know, like the big Goodman manufacturing, so all the nameplates that go on the Goodman air conditioners or the Daikin or Amana branded air conditioner, we make all those nameplates and do the printing for them. So there's just so many different parts and pieces that we do, whether it's consumer, industrial. We as plastics, they can meet conform to anything.
So if anybody needs anything plastic, part of any product or any machinery, you can make it.
Not everything, but
basically everything.
Yeah, when it comes to, there's different processes, and I don't want people to have to think they have to be a plastic expert. Just think of me as the plastic guy, and I'll figure it out. If I can't do it, I know where to get it done, and I can help direct them. So yeah, we don't make plastic bottles, we don't make plastic film, but plastic parts, yeah, that's what we do.
I love it. You have such an interesting job and I love it. But you've mentioned a little bit earlier that you're starting to pivot a little bit because of the coronavirus pandemic. And you actually showed me the really cool product that you are making right now. Can you give everyone a little show and tell, I guess, of what you're doing now for the healthcare industry?
Sure. We, as the healthcare industry, needed these shields. They needed all this PPE or personal protective equipment. We saw, and I started years ago. I started started out as the Gulf Coast Medical Device Manufacturers, a network of other manufacturing companies to commercialize products and ideas out of the Texas Medical Center. That later became kind of emerged up in the Greater Houston Manufacturing Association. So as this pandemic came out and the hospitals needed product, the Manufacturing Association started doing digitally printing these shields that they needed. And they were doing hundreds of them and feeling really good about them, but they needed thousands of them. And so we were talking, and I said, well, we need to build a mold. So we built a mold, and we're currently running about 5,000 a day of these face shields. and I'll hold it up. So it's got a bracket, and it's got a little forehead strap, and it's got a snap on the side that allows you to tighten it, and it's got a little clear shield. And so we're making those, and I don't know, selling them to all the hospitals, and I think giving them to all my neighbors and dental offices. And so it's there's lots of had somebody call today that leases property to lots of nail salons, so they're looking for how do they protect the operator. So I don't know what'll happen with that, but it's certainly provided, as the energy business has been really down during this time, being able to go do that, and it's provided some jobs for people to assemble those and get those out. And we're also working on some diagnostic products, some sterilization products for hospital rooms. We're working on a plastic mask that's a silicone and kind of like those N95 masks, but so we're building one of those as well. So we've got lots of products and ideas coming to us, and so we're trying to respond to whatever the need for plastic is. We're trying to figure it out.
Oh man, that's what I just love the ingenuity that you guys are undertaking there at Texas Injection Molding. And I want to mention to everybody that you stepping up like this just shows how incredible you are. And we were talking a little bit about the culture at your business, and that's why I fell in love with you, because you care so much about your customers, your vendors, and most especially your employees. Can you tell me a little bit about the culture that you've created there?
Yeah, well, it's not just created. It's always working. It's in the works. And so I think that we tried to build a company after spending a lot of my career chasing big gorillas all over the world. I decided I really wanted to be a world-class regional manufacturing company where I could know every customer, I could know every employee, I could know every vendor, and I could have a good quality of life, not live on the road, and make cool stuff for people I like. And in doing that, we try to hire the best people. Our strategies, we hire the best people we can find. We have a great recipe or process that gives us a repeatable, good quality product. And then we give those people the tools and the technology to do their job. But the difference, a lot of people will apply people, process, and technology, but the difference and the secret sauce or the magic in the bottle is if you can wrap that people, process, and technology with culture, where people genuinely respect each other and care for each other, then you've got something special. And so that in some ways is my job as the chief cultural officer, is to it's got to start with me. And so there's lots of different things that we do to recognize people, to honor people, to serve people, and let them know that we care for them, and that we want them to be successful. And that's where that the greatest gift that I can have is to see other people be successful. If the other people are successful, I don't need to worry about myself. So that's what we do here.
I completely respect that. And I know Downtown Rotary members are going to respect that too, and know that if anybody needs anything plastic, they go to Jeff, because he not only can get it done for them, but he also runs an amazing company that takes care of everybody from end to end. And I do want to mention that you are building a new building, even though you are regional, because you want to keep your relationships close with everybody. You are building a new building, and you're going to have a really, really cool feature at it. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Right. Well, as we went to build to be the best, so what does best look like? There's lots of areas of being best. So we want to be the best employer to our employees. We want to be the best vendor to our customers. We want to be the best customer to our vendors. We did a lot of things in building the company, which was from putting quality systems and buying equipment and doing all the things to position the company to be the best provider of plastic parts. But the next thing we needed a facility. We didn't have that. We were just packed in here, and we're renting parking from the church across the street. We've got a warehouse down the street we're leasing, and we're running trucks back and forth. So we're building we bought 7 acres at the corner of Beltway 8 and 45 South, and it's in a part of an industrial park, and we're building a initially 65,000 square foot facility that has the ability to expand to 100,000 square feet. It'll be crane served, it'll be air conditioned, it'll be we'll have central water and central material handling, which is kind of specific to the plastics industry, but from a technology standpoint will be the most modern plastics manufacturing company in this side of the United States. So we're really excited about that and what that will do as far as providing for our customers and for our employees. I mean, the folks that have worked so many summers in the heat here are really going to enjoy being in the air conditioning. So that's what we're doing.
Well, and I'm really excited to take my kids down there to go explore the outside, because you're going to be building a rock garden, aren't you?
We are. Yes, we are. We're going to be building a rock garden. And my vision on the rock garden was that I think everybody has a story to tell, and that I want to encourage, and I'll encourage all Rotary members to come to our facility and bring a rock. And that comes from the Bible, and 1 Peter 2:5 says, you also are as living stones or living testimonies to the great things God has done. And so I would want people to come, whether individually they want to decorate a rock or not decorate a rock, just come and use that rock as a chance to tell your story. I want to know your story, and I want you to tell your story. I want to encourage you to tell your story, because everybody has a great story to tell. And I want to give that as an opportunity for people to share their story.
I love that so much. And just getting to know you the last few minutes, I really hope Downtown Rotary members not only see you as the plastics guy, but they see you as a businessman that has integrity and is honest and runs a really great business. So thank you so much for being here with us. Is there any contact information or websites you'd like to share before we signal out?
Well, our website is texasinjectionmolding.com. That's our website. I have a blog that I write to if they're interested. It's just my name, jeffreyapplegate.com, and then you'll get some other insights on crazy stuff that I think about. So
I love that. Well, Jeff, I have been smiling this whole entire time, and I hope everybody else gets a sense of your infectious, wonderful personality. And I best of luck, and thank you so much for doing all that for the healthcare industry. And again, if anybody wants to get in touch with Jeff, you can go to his website, texasinjectionmolding.com. All right, bye everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, Jeff. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
This video was created by Tiny Sparrow Marketing. To learn how we can help the world see your business the same way you do, visit us at tinysparrowmarketing.com.